Welcome to the second episode of Code Breakers, the podcast that empowers you to overcome life's challenges and tap into your full potential. I'm Sam, your host. If you're new here, a really brief introduction. I spent the last 4 or 5 years on a complex PTSD healing journey while excelling in my demanding corporate career. Now I feel compelled to share what I learned through that process in hopes that it helps someone feel less alone in their journey, wherever they are, and in an effort to draw attention to a new style and era of leadership that I believe is necessary for our continued evolution as a society. On today's episode, we're exploring the fascinating intersections of psychology, personal growth, and leadership through the interconnected lens of family systems theory, trauma recovery, and transformational leadership. First, I want to provide a quick summary of family systems theory. This is a psychological framework that views the family unit as an interconnected system. Notably, this system is one in which the actions and behaviors of one family member can significantly impact others. This theory says that families are more than the sum of their individual members, that they function as a cohesive unit with its own unique patterns of communication, roles, and rules. Sounds a lot like a team, right? Well, it gets even better. The family systems theory also emphasizes the interdependence of family members and explores how changes or disruptions within the system can lead to various responses such as resistance or adaptation. This might be interesting to explore in the context of change management, I think, but I'll save that for another time. While this provides a valuable lens for therapists, counselors, and individuals to comprehend and address relational dynamics and issues within families, ultimately, if you're not onto me already, what I'm getting at is that this theory, although from a completely different field, could actually have incredible consequences for business management and leadership. Think about it. Using the principles of family systems theory, business leaders can uncover hidden intricacies within employee interactions, unveil and dismantle delicate power struggles, and barriers to innovation and productivity. Now, this, my friends, I think is where the true magic happens. A paradigm shift poised to revolutionize the fields of business management and leadership, fostering cohesive teams, nurturing individual potential, and igniting a wave of transformative success that ripples far beyond our workplace. Now, trauma recovery is a journey, and family systems theory often plays a vital role in this process. Trauma often disrupts family dynamics, and by exploring these disruptions, we can better understand the impact of trauma on our relationships and on our own behaviors. Trauma can be deeply isolating, but family systems theory reminds us that we are part of a larger system. And here I want to pause for a moment because I think one of the hardest parts of going through something traumatic or going on a healing journey can be the isolation, which in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing and can sometimes be quite beneficial. But prolonged isolation is unhealthy and it makes it very difficult to heal and thrive. So, some data and statistics. Depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide, affecting more than 260 million people. And that's worldwide. Anxiety disorders, whether it's generalized anxiety, social anxiety, PTSD, which I personally am affected by, that also impacts millions of people globally. And in the United States, reports of child abuse and neglect, 3.5 million cases investigated annually. Domestic violence affects 1 in 3 women worldwide during their lifetime. In 2023, 29% of Americans report having been diagnosed with depression in their life, and 18% report currently having depression. So if you do some quick math, that's 60 plus million people. Now, these statistics are not just numbers. They represent real people, real lived experiences, and countless individuals and families that are going through these difficult times every day. And many of these people are also showing up at jobs, at work, or providing for loved ones in some way. We don't think leaders need to be equipped with an understanding of what trauma responses are, how they manifest, and better yet, how to respond and care for someone in this position without inflicting more damage upon them, the team, the culture, or the organization. It's also crucial to recognize that if you or someone you know is facing these challenges, you are not alone. There is help and there is support available. Seeking professional assistance and sharing your experiences can be the first step towards healing and recovery. But please, what I want you to know is that you are part of a broader community that understands what you're going through and cares about your well being. Now, let's connect a few more dots between a couple of my favorite concepts: family systems theory and transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is a style that aims to inspire and empower others to achieve their full potential and to create lasting positive change. So, I guess it's my belief that understanding family systems theory can make you a better leader, and specifically a better transformational leader. I know some of you are probably like, listen, lady, I can barely even manage my own life right now. How the hell am I going to lead others? And that's exactly the point. That's why I'm here talking about this right now. First of all, whether you realize it or not, you are probably already leading people in some way. If you have children, siblings, friends, cousins, coworkers, anyone that comes to you for help, guidance, support, feedback, etc. In those moments, you are presented with an opportunity to lead. They're coming to you for a reason. And when you go through your own healing process and come out on the other side of it with the knowing that you are whole and strong and deserving and worthy and capable and full of heart and integrity and love for others and a desire to see others succeed and thrive, you will be exactly the type of leader we need in our schools, our communities, our businesses. So when you navigate personal healing and transformation, and when you apply family systems theory to your healing journey, you develop essential skills like empathy, active listening, conflict resolution. And these are all invaluable skills for transformational leaders. These skills foster trust, communication, team cohesion. So then the $1 million question is how? How do I do this? How do I make this a reality in my life? First, you have to develop self awareness through reflection. Journal, do your shadow work. This will reduce stress, improve emotional intelligence, enhance your problem solving capabilities, and the benefits go on and on and on, and can be directly related to the next action item, which is to develop resilience and emotional intelligence. And I'm putting both of these together because just like within a family system, the emotions of ourselves and others have a profound effect on the effectiveness of our communication and the overall inner workings and dynamics of an organizational or community culture. And lastly, differentiation of self. In researching for this topic, I came across a book that is immediately going on my list. One key concept that Friedman incorporates into this book is the idea of differentiation of self. Now, in the context of family systems, this is all about learning how to manage your own emotions, your own reaction, and developing this ability to maintain an equilibrium. But in the context of leadership, this theory transcends to the very important skill and ability of remaining calm and composed in the face of challenges, maintaining a clear head and being able to think clearly, and having the capacity and ability to take an ethical and moral stand when necessary. So, My last suggestion is to read this book. Get it, read it, let me know what your thoughts are. I have no ties to this author or this book, but the concept is something that I am very fascinated by. Both trauma recovery and transformational leadership require a high degree of self awareness. Family systems theory helps you understand your own role within your family, how it may have shaped your leadership style, and how that may be affecting those you are responsible for today. This self awareness can be transformative, enabling you to lead authentically and inspire others to do the same. Family systems theory highlights the importance of roles and boundaries within a family, but this translates so well to life, healing, and leadership. Recognizing and respecting your own boundaries and the roles you're willing and not willing to play increases your ability to accept and be understanding of others' boundaries. And when it comes to your team, your community, or your family, knowing you are in an environment that fosters this level of mutual respect can enhance others' sense of belonging and contribution, ultimately fueling their growth and creativity. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that what we experience within our families, the way we recover from trauma, and the leaders we become are all interconnected. Family systems theory and transformational leadership both provide a lens through which we can better understand ourselves, our relationships, and our leadership potential. But combined, I think they have the power to alter leadership as we know it today. Until next time, remember you have the power to break your own code and rewrite your story. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode as we explored the interconnectedness of family systems theory, trauma recovery, and transformational leadership. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and share with others who you think might find it valuable. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.